A festive crowd ready for football as we join you from the German capital of Berlin. Straight ahead, a good one in store this afternoon. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. Carter on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Plant. It's Penix. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on the first play is Jones. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 6. Working from the gun, it's Jones. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
You know, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They get 14 on that hookup. That's good for a Colts first down.
46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jones. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. So they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Jones operating out of the pistol. He'll step up and run this. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Jones now on first down. His throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Up 2nd and 2 at the Falcons' 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 2. Now a toss, running left, it's Taylor. He's to the 10. And he's in! Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Badgley's extra point is good. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead.
Falcons nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Carter on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense going to take over now for the second time. They're working from behind here early, trailing final few seconds of this first quarter. On play action, Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. They're going to go play action with Penix. The throw on the run is complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And a nice Nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Brought down at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
12-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. And the Falcon first down.
Mooney in motion. Give to Robinson from the pistol. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
A gain of a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
It is 2nd and 9. Pitts is the man in motion. They'll go play action now with Penix. Flushed to his left.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up. Robinson. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. From the gun, it's Penix. He's got his big tight end. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Anthony Gould now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Colts offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. To the right side, that is hauled in by Warren. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
For a Colts
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jones. And this one is caught by Pierce. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
2nd and 2. At the 43-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now, Jones. The outside, hauled in by Pittman. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
The Colts will signal for their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Jones to the air again. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
A 7-yard gain.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. Ashton Doolin now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Jones. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
So obviously here in this one, the points have been at a premium. So now as you get into the second half, I think both these offenses start saying, all right, we've had a hard time sustaining possession. We've had a hard time going the long way. Let's try to generate some chunk plays and get a little life in our offense. And that one falls incomplete, but I think they got to just continue to attack downfield. The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He gets this one complete to Pittman. They pick up 17 through the air. First down, Indianapolis.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
First down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Jones. He's got it! And he'll take this one in! Michael Pittman, touchdown Colts.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Carter on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Pitts is the man in motion. Quick throw there, and the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
For the left side, he gets that to Mooney. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Jones. That one complete to Pierce. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. And you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
On second down, here's Jones. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Again, they'll throw with Jones. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
36 yards.
A big gainer for Indianapolis. 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the
If you want to score
12-yard line.
points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Second down and 8. The RPO, that one is complete. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Jones. That is caught by the tight end, Tyler Warren. Touchdown, Indy. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Makes the score Colts 21, Falcons 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Carter on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. big Rover Stewart getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now, after that last snap, we have an injured player. It's Bijan Robinson, who's in some pain down there. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. He'll step up and run.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
He'll try to run for it. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield. Nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. Moving outside the pocket. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Colts have got it. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And now the defense is going to take their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 1. They'll go again here with Taylor. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
A loss of a yard. brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They go right back to Taylor. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Jones keeping this one. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback. And they're able to force that carry for no gain.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Now, Michael Penix and the Falcons down on the scoreboard. 1:16 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. On the move left, taking off. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. The catch is made. It's Agnew. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
He's into space past the 25. And he'll be taken down. That is 14 for the 2nd time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Penix going to throw again. That's to Mooney, complete right side. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short. Gonzalez tacks on the extra point, and the Falcons draw closer here. It's 21-14. So it's a win for the Colts. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game, and they're going to send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The crowd loved it, not ready to go home just yet. What a night. As we say, so long from Berlin.